Hello and welcome to week 3 of Coffee and Card, December 2024, with Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk, and we're using Under the Moon, and today we're doing Under the Sun. And so I'm just going to show you how to get 2 different colours onto your distinctive stamp. And today I am casing the catalogue. Now, case is copy and share everything, and there is another one, I can't remember what it is. So anyway, I've gone to page 89 of the current annual catalogue, which has got the this stamp set in. And there's 2 different cards, and we're looking at this one here. So they've used slightly different colours from me, I think, just to produce this card. So I've changed the design. So I've taken the layout and changed it a little bit to make it my own. And also, I don't have this stamp set, so I've just used For You, which is from Heartfelt Hexagon, which a lot of us have, because I did this in Coffee and Card at the beginning of the year, and you got a free stamp set from Celebration when we did this one. And it's on my mind because Celebration is coming up very soon. So we shall be doing that again for January and February's and possibly March's Coffee and Card, where you earn extra stamp sets or paper or anything from the Celebration catalogue. That starts on the 4th of January. They have changed it slightly this year. It is a £55 spend instead of 45, but it was been 45 as long as I've been a demonstrator, and I've been a demonstrator I think nearly 9 years now, so probably due a change. The other thing I've used today is the Perennial Postage dies, which is a lovely set. And loads of dies, so you can do lots of things with it. And this one I've used the largest die and the smallest one for the sentiment, and this is the large one. I'm also using it in next week's card as well, so it is a lovely set, and that also is in the main catalogue. Right, so let's get started. Yeah, in your kit you have envelope, little tiny weeny piece for your sentiment, and then we've gone Boho Blue this week. So that is a card base, 14.85 by 21, scored at 10.5, and then the largest postage stamp, and then these, that's for your insides, that's 13.9 by 9.5. All these measurements are down below, and then these 2 fit inside each other and then inside the postage stamps, and they are, because the postage stamps are American, so they're probably in inches and I work in centimetres. So the Boho Blue bit is 8.9 by 12.1, and the basic white is 8.6 by 11.8. So, but as I say, that's all in the description down below, and that just means you just got that nice fine border that I really like. Okay, so let's do some stamping. So I'm going to start with Boho Blue. Oh yeah, the inks I've used. Boho Blue, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, and Night of Navy. But I think Boho Blue is quite a neutral, and most blues are fairly neutral. It goes with lots and lots of different colours, so you know, go and hunt out in your stash and see what you've got. Right, so I am starting with the Boho Blue, and I am going to stamp the C, and sort of between about 1/3 and 1/4 and halfway up, so about there. Okay, and now I'm going to do the sun. Now, distinctive stamps, the secret with the distinctive stamps is less is more. So the more ink you put on it, the worse the image is going to be. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, ink the stamp up with my yellow. So I am using Daffodil Delight for that. Okay, so I'm just going to gently ink that up. And now I'm going to add some Pumpkin Pie, but I'm just going to use the ink that's already on here, because I found if I put too much ink on, then all I got was blotches. In fact, I think I've thrown, no, there we go. See. and just not happy. Okay, so I found that if I just put a little bit of ink on, then I didn't get the blotches. So have a play on some scrap paper before you start, and just gently adding a little bit of the pumpkin pie onto the stamp, and let's fingers crossed. Okay, so it's quite a dry, I mean, obviously I had, if you've not used it recently, you will need to put some ink on, but get a lot of it off on your paper, you know, so dab, 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 until you're getting just a touch of ink, and then do on your stamp. Hurt it. I'm not sure that really makes any difference, but that's what I've been trained to do, so that's what I do. And then I am just stamping that, just sort of overlapping slightly on the C. Okay, and then hopefully we're just going to get nice even colour, which it does look like we're going to. It doesn't seem to have the blotches. There we go. So it's quite pale. You can still see an odd block, but you can just see that hint of the different colours across. So as I say, have a play with that and do some practicing before you actually put it on your stamping. And don't forget, if it does come out blotchy, you've got the other side. Okay. So, right, now I'm going to add my little boat. I love this boat. It just looks so tranquil, doesn't it, on the sea. Calm sea. A little bit more ink on, because you want a really good depth of colour. Another way of doing this actually is, if you've got a stamping platform, just pop it on the stamping platform and stamp it twice. Or you could do it in black. I did feel that in black it was too dark. I like it in the lighter blue, in the more subtle blue, if you see what I mean. And then I just need to stamp my sentiment and we're done. Oops, just dropped my cloth. On the one in the catalogue, they did add some gems, which you can do if you want. They just put sort of 3 in the water. I quite like it without. I'm not the glitteriest stamper you've ever met. I can do entire classes without a single diamante on them. So I'm just lining that up roughly straight. There we go. So you just need another small sentiment stamp, or leave it without. It's nice without. Right, and then we just need to build this up. And it is just a case of sticking all these together. So previous comments on the videos I've already put up that this set does make some lovely masculine cards, which it does, and you know, they are the holy grail, aren't they? Finding cards that were suitable for men. Yeah, as I say, I'm not very diamante, but I am very flowery. Does just have a very fine, just move that over very slightly, so while the glue's still wet you can just ease it away, which is why I prefer wet glue to using tape and things. I mean, there are occasions where tape is your only option, or the best option. It's never the only option. So there we go, I'm happier with that. So that's the bit I've changed from the one in the catalogue, is adding that little extra blue layer. They didn't have that. I just think it lifts it a little bit, just having that extra layer there, that extra little bit of detail. Okay. And then, as I mentioned before, it is, because it's American, it's designed for American cards, which are shorter than fatter than ours. So on this one, I've left it on a standard UK card. Next week's, I have changed the size of the card, so it's more even. So you'll have to wait till next Thursday to find out what I did. Okay, so I hope you're all well on your way for your Christmas preparations, those of you who celebrate. Oh, just dropped my glue. It just literally committed, it just leapt off the side of the desk. Get my spare glue. Just popping up that sentiment on a couple of dimensionals. There we go. And I'm going to stick the middle piece in and then we're done. I hope you've enjoyed this as always. Thumbs up and comments are always welcome because they do help the algorithm, gets my visibility up a bit more. Every little helps, as Tesco says. So there you go. Okay, so that's card number 3 all done, and I shall see you next week for card number 4. Bye.